It's always a good day when you see someone put a 540 in between a switch up that you're struggling with. But anyway, what up? It's Buzzcut Brandon here. Welcome back to Blading News, your #1 rollerblading news show. You might be able to tell, but I am a little sick today, but the show must go on. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Skids Grind Plates, the only way to grind on your shoes, the only company still making a way for you to grind on your shoes. Click the link in the description to learn more about them. But anyway, you know the drill. Let's just roll straight into some industry news, because damn, there's some good shit today. And the first thing I want to talk about today is a film featuring rollerblading called Roller Squad. It's an action film about a group of skaters joining forces to catch a criminal in their local community. It seems to feature, just from what I've seen in the trailer, some chase scenes on skates, which is something I haven't seen before, but I think will be really interesting. It's a low budget film that has a runtime of 86 minutes and it looks so good. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to be watching it tonight. And I encourage you to do so as well. Support rollerbladers making things. It's available on a bunch of different platforms to stream. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Vimeo, and Amazon. But the Vimeo link wasn't working when I checked, so if you're the creator of that movie, you should check your Vimeo link on your website. I don't think it's working. But to everyone else, check the link in the description and give this one a watch tonight. It should be a good one. Chase scenes on skates, doesn't that sound sick? Speaking of really cool things, we're talking about Heelys again, because they have now put a new poll out asking if they should bring back the Heelys with grind plates. Now this is a much better sign that they might actually do this. It's on their actual website, but it also could still just be a promotional thing happening that the social media team is doing, because when you do this poll, you do have to give them your email, and I assume that's to help them promote stuff. But it's a pretty good sign that they're about to bring back some shoes with grind plates. But if it does turn out to just be marketing, then there's always Skids Grind Plates. Shout out to Skids Grind Plates. They let you grind on your shoes, and they're actively still making stuff. So yeah, check them out as well. But that's it for industry news. So let's hurry up and move on to everyone's favorite part of the show, product news. First up, I couldn't believe it when I see it, but Roces is bringing back the Genesis boot with the Genesis limited edition black skate here. This boot was actually the first brand new aggressive boot I ever got. I got them in a size US 13 and learned a bunch of my basic tricks on it. They were way too big for me, but it's still a solid skate that I'm sure is still floating around today somewhere in New Zealand. Despite being a pretty old school boot in today's standards, I'm glad this one's back. Speaking of black skates, I'm not too sure about this one, but that new Remz skate also came out in a black skate. It seems to have just gone under the radar, but I have checked some shops and it is available, and I'm pretty sure it's different to the other returned Remz skate with the spider on it, despite having white spiders on the wheels. This means we somewhat got two skates from Remz, which is really good to see for a company that's kind of been floating in and out of the scene recently. Definitely cop these if you ain't a fan of the white ones. With 3 products in and somehow we're still talking about black skates, Roces teased a new Storm boot, which turns out to be a pro 5th element for Nils Janson, coming in a black, navy blue, and red colorway. As of me recording, there's been no pictures of the skate released yet, just an insane promo edit from Nils for the boot. You should definitely check that one out. This ain't media, but check that promo out, because holy shit, it is insane, dude. That end rail, I don't know. Just check it out. It's linked in the description. You won't believe this, but I have another new black skate for you. It's kind of not that new. We've been seeing it for a while. We just got a release date for the USD Shadow Eugin Pro boot. They're going to be available in August according to the official Instagram page that you should follow if you're not following yet. I know people have really been hanging out for this boot, so it's going to be a good day when it's finally here. It seems to be a lot of delays for it. Moving away from skates, we got a frame for you to check out, and it's called the Question Frame. I had mentioned this on the show earlier, but I absolutely butchered everything about it. So we're back again. They're still available right now. This is the only frame that can go from a 5-wheel setup to a 4-wheel setup with only 2 axles being changed. You can take the H-block out and put a wheel in. That is very unique, but also a really, really good idea for like commuter setup. The H-block is handmade, and the whole thing is made from upcycled aluminum, which is really good to see. This thing seems like a beast that lasting forever. Definitely worth checking out. Despite what I said about it last time, it's actually made in the US and available in the US. So if you're in the US, definitely check this one out, okay? It looks like a really good product. Next up, I got some new wheels for you called the Smile wheels. They are a 64mm 91A wheel, which is a really good size, and they're collab with Celtic, and they look so good. This yellow design with the Celtic and the little smiley dude on the back. Double printed, you know, double side printed. You don't see that much in wheels. They have a tapered profile, and you can never have too much wheels, so definitely check these ones out. Moving over to rollerblading clothing, we got some really good ones for you. First up, we got a new Flame series from Borklyn Zoo that looks so good, man. Check out the full body setup you can have here. Eugin was at the park with this whole crew in this, and it looks so cool, man. Having a whole squad in the same clothes. Loved every second of it. That's out now. Definitely don't miss out on that one. And for everyone who's missing Santa out there, we got the Senior series here, which is so funny, and actually all made on organic and fair trade clothing. So it's something you can buy without feeling bad about. We also got teasers of 2 new t-shirt designs from a company called Antigrav Workshop. And these are so cool. Look at these Solomons and this like Jet Set Radio designs. Whoever drew these is very talented. Super good looking shirt here. And finally, when you're watching this is already out now, but there's a new line coming from Stay Rolling that looks so good. All I have right now is this teaser here, and I can tell it's going to be so good. Don't miss out on that. That's out right now. Check it out. Like literally as you're watching this, it's live right now. Go have a look. And that's it for product news. There was a lot to get through there, but let's move on to my favorite part of the show, media you should check out. And here's the place where I remind you that if you want to get something on the show, all you have to do is post it on my subreddit r/BladerNews. It'll be linked in the description along with a video on the best practices. First up, we have some beautiful art by Leifanddeath of some sick skate setups. This guy does custom prints and stickers, and is obviously a very talented rollerblade artist. This is the kind of thing I want to put more of in the show, so if you are a talented rollerblade artist, post your stuff on my subreddit. I'd love to share it. Next up, I have a whole YouTube channel shout out here called Keep Rolling. This is a channel I absolutely love that is super underrated, that you should go and click and subscribe now. Before I even mention anything, just know he is absolutely killing it. A video in particular I want to point you to though for this show, because I think it'll help a lot of you out, is this one called 5 Tips to Help with Skating Flat. This video is quick and to the point and is a very good take. A lot of good things there that'll help you out a lot if you're struggling with skating flat. I also really like this most recent video about giving wizard skating a go. I really relate to how he skates. This is a really good channel. You're sleeping on it if you ain't subbed. Go check him out. Next up, we have our mainstream core rollerblader slot filled by the S9X TOOEASY bearing promo. To summarize this video, it's just 6 minutes of absolute steez. The best crew edit of the fortnight by far, obviously, right? Huge names in it and way too much good skating for me to point anything out. Just definitely check this one out if you're searching for something extra, you know? Next up, we have toe rolls and skate parks. A beautifully shot little short piece of just toe rolls at skate parks. I really enjoyed this little video, and also I love the idea, and I challenge you to do the same thing. Go out for a skate and literally just get as many clips of one trick as you can. Maybe even do just toe rolls. That'd be sick. What a challenge, right? Who does that? No one even does toe rolls, I swear. The caption for this submission was, I got injured skating, so I picked up the camera and filmed 10 for the day. I really can't get over the fact that this is a day edit. The clips in here are just, like, holy shit, I feel like it's such a waste to just have this posted on my subreddit, because I couldn't find any other upload. It's literally just posted to my subreddit as far as I can know so far. It is such a good edit. Definitely check it out. There's so many clips in there. Just so much like spin shit that ain't possible, dude. Transfers and the whole thing was so good, man. I really didn't expect to see this from a day edit. So cool. Definitely check that one out. And finally, we have Street Educated by Humphries, a 2021 street piece that is absolute perfection. My top pick of the fortnight out of all of the videos, at least for a solo edit wise. It's filled with some really solid skating like they always are, but also some very unique skating. Super creative takes on spots and just different stuff that you wouldn't expect. I was very impressed by this one. It'll get you pumped for your next street session. Make sure you check that one out, along with everything else I linked today, because it's all linked in the description, because this is the end of Blader News. Before I play the ender clip, I'm just going to beg you, please follow me on Twitch. I just got affiliate. It's been a fun time. I'd love to talk to you about skating. It'd be sick to see you there. But regardless, thank you so much for watching to this point. Subscribe so you catch the next one. Huge shout out to my Blader News correspondents, Matt, James, Sweet Moves, and Sonic Sports, as well as the rest of my patrons and members. Couldn't do this without them. They absolutely rule. And this is a top sole that is better than your top sole, and this dude's only 11. Don't quit after you see this. Don't quit. You can get a top sole as good as them, I swear.